Hey, beautiful people of Facebook. How are y'all this evening? I'm doing great. I thought we'd have a taste and talk today. Or actually, we're going to do it every day for the rest of March. This is my March Madness. And we're going to talk about different things on different days, right? Because our health is our wealth. First of all, my name is Christy. And welcome to my Taste and Talk. And we're going to talk about morning habits. Because how you start your day is how your day is set up to run. If you don't set your day up right, it's not going to run good sometimes. You know, it's your mood, your energy, your shape. A good morning routine does not have to be long or perfect. Just small, repeatable habits matter more than a fancy routine. My morning usually starts with a staff meeting with God, and I plan out my day. I take my ideas to Him and see if they're all right, if that's what's going to flow for the day. You know, because I want Him to bless my day. And then I always have my morning pour sessions at 9 where I share my devotion with you guys. Right here on Facebook Live, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. And part of my morning routine, back to health, are the products that you see here all around. I take these products. They are not for show. I use everything that you see here. But let me give you a little backstory. Back in 2020, right at the height of the pandemic, I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. And while I got a good report from God about it, you know, I still had to walk it out. I did have a moment where the cancer tried to spread and make me really sick. And that's when I went to God and I said, look, God, I know you created doctors. I know you gave us medicines, but I want to do something more naturally and more holistic for my healing. I want it to be sustainable so that I'm not sick and don't know if I'm coming or going. And He brought back to me, well, you know, there was a product you were using. Go back to it. And before I went back to those products, I did start drinking these holistic herbal teas. If you want to know anything about those, just let me know. But my main part of my morning routine is prayer and quiet time, drinking lots of water, taking my supplements, drinking my coffee, having my priorities set for today. The goal is consistency over complexity. My morning routine works for me. I get up, I have my prayer time, have my study time, I have my staff meeting. The one thing I'm not as consistent with, though, and I'm going to be honest, is working out. But I consistently take my clear, which helps my liver function, my control, which controls my appetite, as well as my resolution drops to attack the sweet monster. Because sometimes I get a craving for sweets and those resolution drops knock it down. But the main thing is the Nutraverse. This is my main thing. This, if you never take another TLC product that I talk about, this right here, the multivitamin, this is what you need in your life. Everybody needs a multivitamin. This has 72 minerals and vitamins that your body needs. Let me tell you what it's got. Keep living. You're going to need to take your glasses off too, right? The writing is little. Matter of fact, you know what? I know it's got biotin. Y'all screenshot that so you can get it yourself. And if you can't read it real good, holler at me. I will send you the list. But it's got biotin, it's got your B vitamins, it has fiber, it's got your calcium, magnesium, selenium, C, B, E, D, everything. This is equivalent of days, a little Rip and Sip packet is your equivalent to 10 healthy salads a day. Are you going to eat that much salad? I don't think so. But you can get everything you need in this one little pack. My absolute favorite product that's part of my daily regimen and routine, the Delgado coffee. This is 100% Arabica bean coffee beans. Also, it's a mushroom coffee. We have the Reishi mushroom. It's from the oh my goodness, I done forgot the name of the mushroom. Lord help me. But it's a mushroom. Mushroom coffee is good for you because mushrooms are an adaptogen. What an adaptogen does is it goes out in your body and figures out what you need, and it heals that spot. Plus it has Garcinia kombucha in it, appetite control, and the NRG. This is for energy and focus. I get so much done mentally with this because part of healing from cancer, and we make no medical claims here because these products enhance my healing. God healed me. These are just an enhancement to my healing. So we're not going to get that twisted, okay? But this helps me focus, gives me energy, because as my body recovers from all that chemo and all that other stuff, this helps me stay focused. This helps me give me energy when all I want to do is just lay down. I love this, right? But of course, my 1A favorite is the coffee. I get up to have coffee. So your morning routine doesn't have to be this elaborate thing. Like I've watched people do skincare routines and they've got like 20 different things that they do for the morning and night. Does it really take all of that? No. You just need great little small habits that get you big results. And these products get you big results. If your goal is wellness, your morning should reflect that. If your goal is more energy, your habits should support your energy. If your goal is a better choice, start the day with one good choice every day. Example, the first thing I have in the morning is a big glass of water to get my body rehydrated after sleeping all night. Then I put those nutrients back with the NutriBurst, right? I get my caffeine fix with my coffee, right? And it's not the caffeine that makes you go, This is good caffeine. This is from the Arabica bean. Good caffeine. And then you get your NRG to help you with your focus and your mood because it has 5-HTP in it. Look that up. Google University. It's good for your controlling your happy. We call it the happy pill. Okay. So my TLC products can fit into any lifestyle with just some small habits, right? The ISO tea also, we have it in the instant tea, which I do add to my coffee. You know, in the mornings I have both the coffee and the tea. But we also have the OG of it, which is the brew tea. And I usually, if I have a gallon of this made, I will use it as the base of my coffee, right? So we have that. So one good choice just leads to another. When you start your morning intentionally, you are more likely to stay motivated through the day. You're more likely to make good choices for your day. Your routine should fit, your real lifestyle. Everybody's not getting up at 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. That's just, unless you work in a 9 to 5 and you got to get up and be somewhere by a certain time and get your kids, more than likely you are not getting up at 5 a.m. Now, mind you, I have my clock set for 6. Do I get up at 6 a.m.? No. Do I start to wake up? Yes. But I may not roll out the bed till like 7:30, which is the problem of why I'm not being consistent with my workouts. So I know where I got to pick it up, right? But morning habits should support your life. Hey, Nikki, it should not stress you out, right? A realistic routine is better than an ideal routine. Realistically, when you get up in the morning and you do have kids, you got to get off to school, I think you should get up 30 minutes early, just earlier than them, so you can have some me time. Now, I've said before, I'm a planner girl, be it paper or digital. I like checking off things. So I spend time with my planner in the morning, in front of God with my plans, right? That's how I start my morning. You know, missing one morning doesn't mean you fail. Give yourself grace, because you can always reset the next day, or you can miss one thing in the morning, but pick it up a little later in the day. Once you got to work, clocked in, then, you know, kind of sit there without talking to your coworkers for about 15 minutes and get yourself together, right? Consistency is built over time, not in one perfect week. Routines, let's be honest. Routines, setting a routine is hard work. It's worth it, it's just hard work. Since I've been retired, setting a workable routine has been hard. It has been hard because, one, I know I don't have to get up, right? But now I choose to get up, and that's different. It's just different. Now that I choose to get up, I wake up in a different mind frame. Sometimes I still don't want to get out that warm spot, but it's not like, oh, I gotta go log in. I don't have that kind of morning no more. Now I get up because I know I'm prepping to do my morning pour. So I'm good. And I know I'm getting up and I'm having my coffee and my ISO tea and my NutriBurst, right? So I know I'm going to get my good stuff. So here's some questions you can ask yourself. You know, what is the one morning habit that helps you feel better? Okay. Or what usually throws your morning off track? What is the one thing in the morning that can throw you off track? Is it hitting that snooze button for extra 15 minutes? Is that it? Or is it because you didn't choose? Oh, and here's another good example of a good routine. Now, when I did have kids at home and they were little, I always got everybody's stuff together the night before. So I wasn't stressing out trying to get everything together in the morning, trying to figure out what we gonna wear. Even when it was just me and I was working outside the house before, you know, we were all working at home, I always made sure I knew what I was gonna wear the next day. See, that's a good routine to make your morning run smoothly. Or are you more likely to start your day with water, coffee, prayer, or your phone? I think you should probably not start your day with the phone. I think the phone should not be the first thing you do in the morning, because it may not be may not be good on there, right? And what is the one small habit you want to add this week? This week I have got two things. I got two things I got to add in this week and get back to. One, it's my 30 minutes of workout in the morning. I've been lackadaisical about it. I got to get back to it. And two, I got to get back to my skincare routine, because I've been a little off with that. You know, I've been washing, but I ain't been doing a whole lot of the good stuff, you know, making sure, you know, my eyes healing, and, you know, the dark spots, they starting to try to creep back because I haven't been doing my mask at night. I got to get back to that this week. But the number one thing definitely is the 30 minutes of working out. And it's not like I don't have what I need at home to work out. I got my bike pedals, my vibration plate, and a walking pad. I got everything I need to work out. I got my supplements. I got my equipment. It's me. I don't have no reason not to do it other than just not doing it. But we're going to be better. And on Mondays, that's what we're going to talk about, is setting up good morning habits as well as evening habits. And midday, we're going to talk about habits, period. That's our Monday That's what we're going to talk about on Mondays. You know, I've been affiliated with Total Life Changes for a long time, and I like the concept of the tasting talks, and I love talking about the products. But I had to figure out, how could I talk about the products that's realistic to my life? And what's realistic to my life is a routine. I love a good routine. I used to be good at routines. I like routines. So I got to get back to it. I know how to keep a good routine. Now, I might not get up and work out, but I'm going to for sure have my coffee. You can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to always have my Delgado. Iced or hot, I'm having my Delgado. And now that God has blessed me to start sharing my devotions in the morning, I'm for sure going to have it because it's coffee and devotion. You can't have devotion without coffee, and you can't have coffee without devotion. So I'm getting in my coffee and my word. How about that? So at 9 in the morning, you can come join me, and we can get our coffee and our devotion on for the day. Don't that sound good? So we have added those two things to our routine. And even before we get started with coffee and devotion, we take our supplements. You will see me every morning taking my Clear, my Control, and my NutriBurst. Every morning. We're going to do this every morning. And on Saturday and Sunday when I don't do devotion, I still get up because my coffee is next to my NutriBurst. So I can't do one without the other. So setting a good morning routines does not have to be big and powerful. Some habits really can create big results. They really do. When I really got serious about rebuilding my health at the end of 23, I saw big results, especially when I added the Clear and the Control. I was able to release 71 pounds in 2025. Most of it was inflammation. That's one thing. The brew tea with that Clear, I released a lot of inflammation off my body, which allowed me to move better. Small habits, big results. When you keep showing up for yourself, you will see those results. For some, it may take a minute. For some others, it could be just days and weeks. People losing 5 pounds in 5 days. It can be done. So I just wanted to come on here, let y'all know, hopefully. So on Mondays, we're going to talk about creating us some habits, right? I'm going to be here every day for you guys. Every day. Because this helps me. And if it helps you, then that just makes it even better. That we can help each other, right? So tomorrow we're going to talk about energy and focus. How to keep up our energy and our focus. And that's really what our NRG does. But I'll share some other tips with you, because the supplements are just part of it. And then on Wednesday, we're going to talk about better food choices. Because like I told you, I was diagnosed with cancer. I'm healed from cancer. I'm finishing up the last of my chemo. But part of finishing it up, I've got to now transition, and should have been doing this all along, consistently, is better food choices. So we're going to talk about that. And on Thursdays, we're going to do a reset about our digestion. That's where we're going to really get into the cleansing teas more. And I'll explain that. How cleansing our body and resetting it is going to happen, right? And then on Friday, we got wellness Q&A. You got questions? If I can answer it, I will. I'll even think of some questions for myself. Do the research, get the answers, and bring them back to you. Right? And then on Saturdays, we're going to talk about what we're actually using and are we using it correctly? Not just the TLC products, not just the Herbal Renaissance teas, but anything. You want to know something? I like research. You got a question, like I said, I'll look it up, bring it back. We'll talk about it. And then on Sunday, we're going to talk about prepping for the reset for the week upcoming, right? I meant to go live yesterday to show how I prepped my food for the week, how I made out my menu for that. But we'll talk about it next Sunday because I do it every Sunday. Okay? Y'all might get a little bored with that one because I can tend to eat the same things all the time, especially if it's working. And I've kind of got into a routine of a couple of meals that are working, and I'm seeing the scale move down because unfortunately it moved up a little. Ooh, I worked hard to lose those 71 pounds. I gained a few of them back. Ooh, I'm sad to say, but I did. But that's okay. I know we're getting back on my routine. Working it properly, they'll come back off. But that's all I have for y'all today. I just wanted to talk about setting your routine in the morning. Because when you set your morning intentionally, then your day will start to run. Now that, life happens, so you just got to be flexible with that. But for the most part, you be intentional about setting your morning routines, you can set your day. Well, that's all I have for you. And if you're interested in these products, let me know. And do know that I do have a 3-day reset kit. Oops. My light went out. Uh-oh. It needs to be charged. Don't get mad at me, Nikki. I didn't charge up my light. I'm so sorry. I've been using it and I hadn't charged it. Hey, Miss Mona, how you doing? But if you're interested in any of the products, get with me, or you can always just click the link that's attached to this, to my live at ChristyLShed.com. Get yours, or if you just want to try before you buy, I do have the 3-day reset kit, and if that still seems like a bit much, I have a mini reset kit. But everything's at ChristyLShed.com. So don't forget, I'll be back here tomorrow at 4 with a charged up light so we won't be in the dark, okay? And if you want to come with me in the morning to have coffee and devotion, I'm here at 9 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday, okay? It was lovely meeting with y'all today at 4. I enjoyed it. I miss doing this. And now that I've got it, how I can share more authentically and openly with you about my products and my life, and be transparent and safe, I won't be back, okay? All right. Y'all have a good evening. And if you want to close out your day with me, I've just got so much, right? If you want to close out your day with me, we're going to be over on TikTok at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time for the night pour. We're going to close out our day, keep it a little mellow, and get through the day, all right? All right. Oh, hey, Miss Anita. I know, but hey, I understand. You can rewatch the replay on Facebook or YouTube, okay? I know I missed your face too, Miss Anita. And thank you for even jumping on here right now. So, I'm going to go. And you can rewatch this again over on YouTube. I'm going to put it on YouTube. And it'll be here for however long Facebook lets it be here, okay? All right. Later, Gators. Bye-bye.